Michael Bay had no intentions of returning for a fourth Transformers film until a visit to Universal Studios' Transformers The Ride showed him 3 blocks of fans eagerly waiting for a taste of what he led, convincing him to return for another installment. Many onlookers gathered to watch Age of Extinction's filming as the Hong Kong scenes were shot. Michael Bay responded to this by grabbing a microphone and yelling, "You guys think you're going to wait up there and be in my movie? You're gonna get digitally erased," at a crowd of people atop an apartment building. 70 minutes of Age of Extinction's 165-minute runtime is dedicated to action sequences. Michael Bay was nearly extorted and assaulted during the Hong Kong filming of Age of Extinction, where a pair of brothers forced their way onto the set demanding a 100,000 Hong Kong dollar payment after failing to do the same with multiple crew members beforehand. When Michael refused, the older brother swung an air conditioning unit at him before having it wrestled away by the possibly laughing director. At 1 hour and 7 minutes, we hear Bumblebee use a soundbite from 1998's The Big Lebowski, a film featuring John Turturro, John Goodman, and Peter Stormare. Eric Brauza, the Drift of the Aligned Continuity's Transformers Robots in Disguise, voiced multiple lines for Age of Extinction's Drift due to Ken Watanabe falling ill during filming. Despite its 2014 release date, Age of Extinction's 5-year time skip following Dark of the Moon, which itself took place in 2013 despite its 2011 release date, places it in 2018. T.J. Miller's role in Age of Extinction is made questionable when you remember Miller played Hudson Platt in 2008's Cloverfield, a film that premiered its first teaser alongside 2007's Transformers and appeared as a poster in 2009's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Lockdown is Mark Ryan's 6th Cybertronian voice acting role and only non-Autobot voice acting role. The truck Optimus Prime and Bumblebee destroy escaping Galvatron's attack at 1 hour and 18 minutes is actually occupied by director Michael Bay. Calvin Wimmer, an editor with experience in all 3 previous Transformers films, cameos as one of the real estate clients threatened by Cade Yeager in Age of Extinction's first act. Age of Extinction is the all-time worst performing film to break $1 billion. Age of Extinction is the only live-action Transformers film to date without a mid-credit scene. 55 separate product placements appear in Age of Extinction's 165-minute runtime. Age of Extinction's 165-minute runtime also makes it the single longest Transformers film to date. Age of Extinction is the first film to be released on a Blu-ray encoded with Dolby Atmos' soundtrack. In homage to his animated incarnation, Lockdown was originally set to carry the severed and mutilated limbs of his victims. An iota of this idea can be seen when Lockdown tears the spark out of Ratchet's chest, with it folding into his arm instead of him simply discarding it or crushing it like the other bots within the Bayverse. Age of Extinction is the second Transformers film in a row to feature an antagonistic male character with a name starting with J drinking Shahua milk. We all know Dwayne Johnson was originally intended to play Cade Yeager, which would have been his second appearance in the Transformers franchise, but what I'm sure you don't know is Mark Wahlberg only scored the role due to 2 contrasting factors, the first being a recommendation by Johnson, his co-star in 2013's Pain and Gain, and the second being a rumor that started the day behind-the-scenes information began to leak during Age of Extinction's development, which slowly convinced Hasbro to cast him as the widowed machinist. 53 separate American flags appear in Age of Extinction's 165-minute runtime.